Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I'm sure glad to have you. I am. I'm glad that you are growing in God. I'm glad that you are looking for a better way. I'm glad to know that you are ready to rise, to reach your greatness in God, honey, because it's something we got to do each and every day. We got to keep striving forward because we already on the battlefield for God, but we just got to keep on pressing toward the mark of the high calling of God, honey. Got to keep looking up, looking ahead. Look up, look over there. Look, there go God over there, not over here in the spiritual warfare. See, you all dwelled on the TV, all on the telephone. You calling the wrong one, hun. Get on the main line with God. Let God know your problems. Go tell it to the Lord. Go tell it on the mountain. Over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it to God. Look to the hills which cometh your help. Look up there to the sky. You ain't got to necessarily look for no hills. Look to the sky, honey. Look to the Lord. That's what we need to look for our help with these children. And I'm going to tell you something. We need to start sowing the seeds of love. Just start praying it forward. You know how to love. That's what we got to do. We got to overcome this evil with love. Love drives out hate. And it really, truly does. Love, not hate, will make the world great. And that's what we got to focus on, hun. That's why I'm telling you, I can't be cooped up in the house, trying to get the message, get the word from the Lord. I got to be out. I got to be with God. I got to be near God. That's why when I used to tell you all the time, I look out the window because it was cold in. I couldn't go outside. So I was looking out the window. And that's where I got my motivation from. And I guess that's where Kyler gets his motivation from, because when I get up, when I move, there he go, getting my spot in the window. So, he need to focus. So that's what he doing at the house growing. So I had to come get some peace, and be out here sowing the seeds of love everywhere I grow. As I grow in God, I'm going to continue to sow so we can all grow. That's the one thing I want us all to do. Because see, look, I'm going to tell you something. I could have went ahead and gave up in the spiritual warfare. I could have just said, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of going through. Every time I turn around, I'm going through one thing after another. Here I go again. Just going through. God, when is it ever going to end? I'm just steady going on down the path of life, but everything is messed up in my life. I don't seem to be getting it right. I'm steady messing up, steady falling off the path of righteousness, doing it my way because, see, I didn't let go and let God. That's what you really have to do. You have to let go and let God. You have to trust what you cannot see. God is there, though. I'm going to let you know that God is there. The warmth of the Lord is there over you. You don't even know you feel alone. You are not alone, honey. It feel like you're alone because you cannot see. But I'm going to tell you something. God is there. God is a spiritual being that you can't see, and so is evil. Evil is a spiritual being that you can't see, but evil is all around us, honey. But what you got to do is walk in power. Power in your walk. Power in your talk. Power in your act. Just keep on going in power. Don't let the evil have the power. See, because evil going to keep on doing what you allow it to do. Just like you sit up there and say, well, they only going to do what I let them do. Yeah, well, they going to keep on doing. Then next thing you know, they going to overdo. And then there they go, and then there you go. Down in the spiritual warfare, back down to ground zero. I'm trying to pull you up out of there. I'm trying to get you away from the spiritual warfare, get you on away from there, because I'm going to tell you something, the spiritual warfare will take you up out of here. And that's where you don't want to be. See, because look, I'm going to tell you something. Ecclesiastes Chapter 4 already said we living in hell. I don't need to tell you no more. We already living in hell, honey. The earth is on hell with fire. We just living to die. We just waiting to die. That's what we doing, living to die. But I'm going to tell you something. Life is what you make it. We got to start sowing love. We got to grow over this evil. We got to grow over this oppression, because once we grow over it, we going to go ahead and drive it on out. We going to drive the evil out. We going to drive the KKK out. GROW going to drive KKK out. We going to turn the Proud Boys into men of God. We going to make grow book. We going to do all of this different stuff, because see here, look. God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's the message I got to give forth. That's the message I'm here to give. honey. So I got to do it every single day of my life because my gratefulness and mercy to God and thankfulness for saving my life. I owe God my allowing to have a life. I owe God my life. My life is God's life. Each and every day, this is God's life. This ain't none of my life. God done won my soul, honey. My soul gone. It ain't even no question about no spiritual warfare. Ain't got nothing to do with that, honey. I'ma tell you something. I'm on a spree. I'm the gingerbread woman, and the evil can't catch me. I'm telling you something. I'm on fire for God. So it ain't me dibbling dabbling in the spiritual warfare. You ain't never got to worry about nobody coming up in the lighthouse and messing up the controls. Ain't none of that going on, honey, because God is always first and foremost in my life. That's going to be forever. As far as me and my house, I once had a placard. As far as me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. That's the only way we gonna do this. We can't do it no other way. See, we already done tried it for years and years and years. I can tell you years. Years of how I done it my way and messed it all up. But now, lo and behold, I done turned it over to God. I done started growing in God, and look what God done. Look how far God done carried me. I'm going to tell you something. It don't matter what come upon. Don't matter how these storm clouds look up in the sky. They threatening this and threatening that. The evil going to be this and the evil going to be that. But I'll tell you one thing. I can turn over here and look this way and see that what God is doing. I just keep my focus on the evil. On the God. I'm telling you, I don't focus on the evil. There was one time I used to say that, yeah. But now I focus on God, honey. I keep my eyes focused on the prize. I used to be like, oh, God, what are they going to do now? Where the evil is? If I open up the door, is the evil standing there? Or what's going to happen? What they said? What they going to do? Where they going? Is you going over there with, no, wait a minute. We got to go with God. Y'all forget that foolishness. We ain't finna go do none of that. We going over here with God. We going to grow with the plan because, see, God got the master plan, and here we stand hand in hand growing up in God, growing to reach our greatness. We going to rise up like the great mountains that we are, and we going to lift one another. See, that's one thing you don't see is a mountain standing over there really by itself, let some man-made hill. When a mountain creates, it creates other mountains. Because it gets so high, it can't just sit there. It's got to spread. And that's what I got to do. I got to spread love, honey. Come on, mountain. You over there, that mountain back over there. You come on, North Carolina. Come on, mountain. United States, come on, let's go. Come on, Russia. All these great mountains. St. Martin, come on. We got a whole lot of great mountains down in Mexico. Come on, Philippines. We got a whole lot of mountains. Come on, Jamaica. Come on, Haiti. Come on down there in Kenya. Come on, Uganda. I see you. Come on, keep growing in God. You got the side. God done gave you the side. Let's grow. We growing all over the world. I'm throwing love your way. I'm throwing love each and every way. We gonna keep rising up in God. God done gave us the side. It's time for a better way in God. We're going to keep on growing. We're going to keep on rising to reach our greatness. I'm going to tell you something, honey. No matter what come upon me, I'm going to keep on preaching the word of God. Because, look, this is where I come. I come out to the hills. I look out the window. If the weather don't let me, I look out the window. I have to look to the Lord. I have to give it to God. I have to turn it over to my God because it ain't no other way but God, honey. We can go beat our head up against the wall and try to do it our way, but God said, my will shall be done. Not thy will, my will. Let the Lord have his will, because look here, when the Lord have his will, you're going to get blessed anyway. You're going to be blessed, so why don't you go ahead and go God's way? Why don't you stop going and doing the evil's way? Why don't you stop doing that stinking thinking? Why don't you stop thinking about picking up the pistol every time you get mad? Why don't you stop thinking about cussing somebody out every time you get mad? I'm going to tell you something. Royalty don't speak like that. Royalty don't talk like that. We don't talk that way to one another. We don't disrespect one another. We talk to one another like we got some sense. Like royalty. Like God gave us. God gave us a voice to speak royalty towards one another. And that's how we got to talk. We got to stop talking all this cussing and clowning, when it comes to addressing one another. That's not how royalty speaks. Let's just start striving to be better, kings and queens. Let's strive to reach our greatness in God. Let's keep on pressing on toward the mark of the high calling of God. Let's keep on moving on down the path of righteousness, because guess what? As we moving on down the path of righteousness, in comes, merging in, comes the path of realization of all your dreams, kings and queens. So we got to keep going on in God. We got to keep pressing toward the mark. Don't dwell on the evil. Don't dwell on what he say he getting ready to do. Don't dwell on the big comeback. Don't dwell on the fact that he didn't vote the way he was supposed to. I'm going to tell you something. They can do this and they can do that. They can be a part of this and a part of that. But I'm going to tell you what, God got the plan, honey. I don't care what Q say. God got the plan. I don't care what they talking about they getting ready to do. God got the plan. I don't care if the vote didn't go that way it was supposed to go, because in the end, God got the final say. God got the plan. Let's go with God's plan. Let's go ahead and trust God. See, because we see now that the government can't even get it together. We see we can't even send these people up to the office, to work some stuff out for us. We see we can't do that. So now we got to go with the other plan. We got to grow in God. See, because I'm going to tell you something, where man fail, God will prevail. Let me tell you that again. You over there, back there, you didn't hear me. I said where man fail, God will prevail. So don't worry about he didn't vote that way. Worry about the way God got it going right now. We on a better way. We on a way with God right now. We gonna trust God. See, because God gonna work it out anyway. This man over here got a heart. That's one thing I know he got. He got a heart, and he know how to love. He know he got to get some grit right, because no matter what you got on this earth, you can't take it with you. No matter how you vote down on this earth, your vote got to be right when you get ready to go to the kingdom, honey. No matter what you sit up here and say you're going to do from the office, when you get ready to go to them doors, honey, your office better be straightened up. It better be right, or you going to get left. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I'm telling you, y'all don't know what these people think. They just think they just gonna get over and be the oppressors down here on this earth. In Ecclesiastes Chapter 4, you gonna be the oppressor, and then you gonna turn around and try to look at God and say, well, God, look what I did. Okay, you got over for yourself. That's what you did. You looked out for you. What about your brothers and sisters? What about them too? Or what about the one brother over there in jail who say, hey, look, I just want some equality. I just want my voice to be heard. That's all I'm asking. Can I just get my voice heard? But he get locked up for that. No, we not doing things right. It's not ran right. It's not ran by the heart. It's ran by evil. So we need to fix some stuff. We got to get right or get left, I'm telling you. Because you will answer in the spirit world. You think you getting over down here and think you getting over on your brothers and sisters. You on pay them what? To do what? You pay them $100 to paint 3 rooms. That's what you did. And you came up, but but did you think about what God think? What God think about that? You don't pay him like that. That ain't what you normally pay. That ain't the going rate of the pay to paint 3 rooms. So see, you're wrong right there. Ill-gotten gains, you're gonna mess that up. It's gonna come back and you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it one way or another, honey. So you need to get right. You need to fix it. That's what you need to do. Fix it and stop doing people like that. It don't even matter if they do got a habit. You still don't do them like that. Pay them to what they worth. Pay them what you're supposed to pay them. Give them what they supposed to have. Don't be a stumbling block. Don't use your brother for a stumbling block. Don't use your brothers and sisters as a stumbling block, to get over. Because like I say, ill-gotten gains, honey, ain't gonna take you nowhere in life. It ain't gonna take you nowhere in this highway of life while you running and trying to run people down and trying to get yours, trying to have yours. You don't care how you running down the highway of life, but you just gonna run some people down. You just gonna get yours. You don't care if you tear some stuff up. Just as long as you get yours. Just as long as you have what you want. Just as long as you get what you want. Just as long as I got mine. I done got over. I done came up. But I'm going to tell you something. You can think you done came up, honey, but you ain't came up. You done just took a great big old L. And you don't even know, because it's going to come back on you. Karma's going to come back on you, honey. One way or another, you going to get yours. I'm telling you right now, it's time to get right or get left. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. I love you, kings and queens. It's time to rise. I'm telling you, I get on one when it come to God, honey. When it come to God, I tell you about what thus said the Lord. God said, It's time for accountability. It's time to be accountable to one another. Now, it ain't time for you to rise up on your own. Lift your brother and sister up as you come up. We all coming up. Let me give you a come up. Let me give you a push up. Let me give you a lift up. Let me tell you it's all right. Hold your head up. Because it's time to get up. It's time to rise. It's time to get up, kings and queens. Hold your head up to your greatness right now. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Here we grow all over the world. I love you. Sow love everywhere you grow.